People ask Reddit. Disney Parks cast members of Reddit, what's the strangest thing a child has asked you while on the job? Yesterday I went to Disneyland. And I saw the parade. And it was raining during the parade. And everyone was wearing raincoats. And the Little Mermaid was in the parade. And she was wearing a raincoat too. Why? Well, because everyone else was wearing a raincoat, Ariel wanted to wear one too so she could be like everybody else. My castmate friend in the call center that took the call above. Reply, your coworker is a genius. Why do you work here? Kid made me think very deep and I don't even know why. Reply, based on the username I think I found guest on. I told her the god-awful truth. That life isn't what you imagine in youth. That nothing is easy. That living is hard. Existence is torture and adults are scarred. I told her that nothing's as good as it seems. That hope is the falsehood of half-witted dreams. That all which remains is an infinite dread. I told her future. Where's Minnie? She said. My daughter was 2 to 3 when we went to go see Elsa and Anna. A 4-hour line, of which my daughter would shuffle forward whenever it would move and then lie down and sleep on the floor when it didn't. Finally, it was our turn. We walk into the room and there's Elsa and Anna. First question my daughter asks them, do you brush your teeth? Then after the thing was done and we're leaving, my daughter casually tells me that wasn't really Elsa and Anna, the real ones were probably busy. 4 hours, man. Reply, 4 hours and multiple naps just to inquire about dental hygiene and call them fake, seems worthwhile to me. Answer, at the time I was beyond belief. I couldn't express my emotions, between anger/rage, incredulity and plain old shell shock. I remember walking away thinking about the Serenity Now episode of Seinfeld, but looking back on it now, it's something I'll always remember, and plus, now I've gotten some karma out of it, so totally worth it. Not a child but a mother with her 2 kids in tow, how do they work? Are they animatronic or do you have a remote control? Talking about the live wild manatees. Peace. She threatened a lawsuit on Disney for endangering her kids. Near manatees. The gentlest of sea creatures. Giant slow-moving potatoes. Edit, this was for a kayaking trip off-site. The Disney cast members shuttled the guests in a bus to our location about 30 minutes away. I don't work for Disney directly, I run a kayaking business that Disney subcontracts for their kayaking trips. Reply, I now really want to go back to see the manatees. Because they are such cute gentle floaty potatoes. Honestly, not surprised this happened after those parents let their toddler play near a pond on a Disney hotel property and the poor kid got eaten by a gator. So, former bus driver here, the strangest question I was ever asked is, where do the bus drivers sleep at night? He thought we had houses in the parks and we could choose which one. Best question I've ever been asked was from an adult, and me and the wife still joke about it to this day. I had an uncomfortable stomach that day and I was quite gassy. Thankfully most of them seemed to be silent. On buses, you hear and smell all sorts of things, candy, kids screaming, the guy who hasn't bathed all trip, etc., etc. Well, the time came for me to let one rip, so I sank down deep in my seat and tried to bury one as best as I could. What came out of me was the most foul-smelling thing ever released from mankind. Thankfully, again, it was silent. I hope to God that no one would notice and just attribute it to another bus smell, but about 30 seconds after the deed was done, the gentleman standing at the front of the bus pushes his stroller aside, leans forward and says, "Did you just shit yourself?" Hands down funniest thing I've ever had happen while working there. It's generally not the kids that ask weird things, it's the adults. Let's see. While during the post-parade exodus in a jam-packed store that sold only hats, where are your spoons? May I stand on the railing? What do you mean I can't take my shirt off? What time is the 3 o'clock parade? Can you stop the parade so I can cross the street? Was the only time I grabbed a guest as she was about to dart out in front of a giant parade float. Which princess has the biggest boobs? I can't get out, how do I leave? Am I allowed to watch the fireworks? God Lord, I need me a turkey leg. Where are they? Honey, mama is hungry. This was at 9 a.m. but you do you. I paid for this ticket. I want this thing 50% off. When told no, the lady grabbed it and ran out of the store. Since I had some time to go through my memories, I remembered a few others. I tried to keep them as questions, but some are honorable mentions. When will the rain stop? This is in Florida during the summer. It rained all the time in the afternoon. I always did my best to explain that it's Florida and the rain will be gone in 20 minutes, just wait. It usually was, but the way people would ask me was like I turned off the Disney weather machine for giggles. Is the castle real? This one always confused me. Is it a real castle? I mean, no, Florida isn't known for its medieval fantasy castles. Always said that yes, it's Cinderella Castle. Can you sneak me down into the tunnels? This happened once in a blue moon. Magic Kingdom has tunnels that run under the park that cast members use, and people always want to see what they're like. I need a gift for my girlfriend. I'm about to propose to her and don't have a ring. This happened more than once. Was fun. The dudes always looked so flustered. Can you call around to check if the other stores have this pin? Pin traders are scary. About pin trading, there's nothing like walking to your break and someone grabbing your lanyard and holding you like it's some magical leash and then proceed to scrutinize you, your pins, and then drop the lanyard when you don't have anything they want. Why are all these people wearing red? This was a while ago, but Gay Week was a thing for the Orlando area, but they were asked not to call it that. Fun Week, I think it was called. They also only wore red instead of rainbows. Most people figured it out very quickly. The ones who didn't were usually so shocked. This didn't happen to me, but a friend of mine who worked parking. She told me it was very common for parents to be so excited that they forgot their infants or small children in the car. They have people go around and check parked cars very often right after parking. Roommate was a driver on Kilimanjaro Safari. He said that, in the event a guest fell over the bridge over the alligator part of the track, they were supposed to speed away. The absolute horniest group are the Christian groups. They're the ones you find hiding in bushes going at it like biblical bunnies or getting trashed at Epcot. Everyone knew to be ready for something weird to happen when the Christian groups were there. I think a better question would be, what's the most outrageous thing a guest has done? I've seen a week-old baby in the park with their family. A family that was there for the mother's last trip. She had a terminal disease, had their camera stolen at the end of their last day in the parks. They saw the people that took it, and they had talked in a queue so the thieves knew the family's situation. People crossing between floats during the parades, a nice way to get permanently banned from the parks. But mostly, people think that because they paid for the ticket to come and they can't hear the word no when acting up or making a crazy request. But mostly, people think that because they paid for the ticket to come and they can't hear the word no when acting up or making a crazy request. Thank you for listening to another B-Town Reddit Stories episode. Hit the subscribe button and check out our channel for more stories. Let us know your opinion about this topic in the comments.